What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Run the North podcast. I'm the Vikings. Look at me, I disappeared. I'm the Vikings. Look at me, I disappeared. Welcome back to the Run the North podcast. I had that bit planned for like half an hour. I had to do it. Welcome back to the Run the North podcast. Today, we are breaking down week 2. We're going to give you an update in our fantasy league. We're going to give you an update on our picks leaderboard within the podcast. And then we are going to break down week 2 game by game. And finally, we are going to do what we're doing every week and pick for week 3. But before we get into all that, gentlemen, how are we doing? Someone got talk.
It's Joe.
This is a podcast.
Yeah, what do you mean you don't want to be here?
He wants to be here.
Just in a general sense.
He wants to be here.
Dude.
Trust us. Miller likes us.
I don't know if Miller likes anybody at the moment.
I don't want to talk about football anymore.
Yeah,
that's tough. Your whole name is Miller Football. Like, you literally don't get a choice. No choice. This is
Miller
your life now.
Incoming.
Miller soccer. Miller baseball.
I would so be like Miller women's volleyball before I was either baseball or soccer.
El Bozo.
I hate both sports.
Damn. What
Baseball's
do you like
boring.
At this point?
Baseball is not boring.
I don't know.
Postseason baseball is fantastic.
Baldur's Gate's pretty cool.
Yeah, I suppose that's a good answer. Geek, I don't want to hear any more of this. Can you? How are you doing?
I'm actually. My favorite Mexican food place has been closed for like a month, and it finally opened back up tonight. That's where I was getting dinner from. So I'm doing incredible. I'm feeling great.
Good. That's good.
I'm feeling great.
That's good.
It's a great day.
Perfect. Love that. Love that. Yeah. So without further ado, this segment took us a long time last time, so let's not waste any time. Get into it. Let's break down week 2, gentlemen. Starting off with the Thursday night football game. Right into it. The Vikings and the Eagles. A Kirk Cousins disaster class.
Kirk
it's
looked
over.
Good.
Kirk
Fantastic.
looks like the best quarterback in football right now. Like, actually.
And yet,
dude,
they lost.
I wouldn't go that far. I think Tua looks better right now.
By having, I almost said more turnovers, which isn't accurate. But that's fumbles are stupid, bro. I hate them. As
only
everybody should know. Right.
So
fair. Dude, this team bugs me. The way people talk about this team bug me. If I have to watch Theo and even Nico at this point talk about how bad this defense still is, when we forced 3 straight 3-and-outs that immediately resulted in us fumbling the ball on the next play, our defense literally being on the field for 18 minutes in a row. That's not the defense being bad. If we could just hold on to a football, just one time, literally any of the 4 fumbles we hold on to it, we win that game.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Alexander Madison sucks.
I don't think he sucks,
no one should
but what
believe
the
anything
fuck?
else.
Dude, first career fumble happened in that game, and then he fumbled 2 more times. How?
Sorry, man. He
Dude,
opened it up, the floodgates, 50 fumble season incoming.
He has become Dwayne McBride.
He has become the way.
Dude,
they should have started him. Should have started him.
Dwayne McBride fumbles more.
Yeah. I think the team's really gonna look into Ty Chandler at this point.
Good.
You should look into Kareem Hunt.
No one should look into
fuck that guy.
Kareem Hunt. He should stay unemployed forever.
Hard
He
agree.
should, but he won't. So
Well,
if
he can go
team,
be employed. I know a team that likes to sign monsters. He can go there.
Well, apparently he worked out for that team.
He also did visit them already today. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
He can go there. I
Yeah.
stand by what we talked about. Fucking call the Colts. They want to get rid of Jonathan
Zach
Taylor.
Moss.
That's not what I meant. But
Jeez,
honestly,
dude. Hey, Geek,
I don't know if
one
that's
good
worse.
game of Zach Moss, and Geek wants to trade for him.
No,
That's crazy.
Jonathan Taylor was my thought. You know.
No, it wasn't. We know.
Okay. Dude, imagine if Kwesi could pull that off. Back-to-back years,
What,
you trade
trading
for
for
Hawkinson
Jonathan Taylor?
and Jonathan Taylor. Bro's
Fuck,
gonna be the
that's not
master.
what I meant to say.
What?
I meant to say what? Trading for Zach Moss, and I said Jonathan Taylor. My brain's out of whack.
What? Trading for Jonathan
What?
Taylor?
Yeah, why would that be so incredible? What's so good about Jonathan Taylor?
Nothing.
Quentin Nelson merchant, I fear.
I mean, if we could trade for Quentin Nelson, I'd be down for that too.
Doesn't Quentin Nelson suck now?
He's not the best.
He's still better than Ezra Cleveland and Ed Ingram. So
Oh man.
No, but dude, the offensive line struggled. Not having Darisaw hurts. And then Darisaw's backup getting hurts. The whole offensive line is in shambles right now, but it looks like we have reinforcements coming, which is good. Very
that looks
happy.
I thought it was confirmed.
Oh, it's already done. He's there.
Yeah.
He's probably starting this week.
Yeah, so it's not coming. He's there.
Well, they're coming.
Reinforcements
He hasn't played
have arrived.
yet. He'll arrive on Sunday. But no, the defense, there's a lot to be excited about. Daniil Hunter leads the league in sacks right now. Dude's cooking.
Widest sack leader ever.
Huh?
As in nobody's talking about him.
Who cares?
What the fuck are you? Fair.
Because he's a Viking.
Yeah, that's normally how that goes. Byron Murphy looks good. Caleb Evans looks awesome. I still love the one play that was it the Devon? No, it was the AJ Brown could have been touchdown. Where when you watch it in super slow-mo, he gets there a frame too early, and everybody's like, that should have been PI. Watch it in real time. No, it shouldn't.
Nope.
I hate it. Because then
analyzation of frames is good.
But also,
It's
I
real
hate
football.
it because you make that argument, and then Vikings fans 20 minutes later on a play that's exactly the same. But the Eagles hit us where it looks fine, but if you slow it down frame by frame, it's a frame too early. It's no, these aren't PI. Don't call those. Jesus. Also, Miller, I want to get into this argument with you.
Okay.
The fumble out the back of the end zone rule is fucking stupid.
Why?
Because why does the rule change based on a single line on the field? That it's the only rule that changes based on
Because anytime
position.
the ball goes out of the back of the end zone in any regard, it's a touchback. That's just how football works.
Okay, but that also wasn't the back of the end zone. And
It still
you're
went
talking
out of
about
the
it
end zone.
only in special teams. If you throw it out the back of the end zone, it doesn't magically become a
Okay,
touchback.
here's my thing.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. There's one rule on this planet that gives defenses the advantage. One rule. This is the only rule in the entire sport that is catered towards the defense. Why are we complaining about it? It's the only one.
Because you're going to make the same bitch-ass comments I do when it happens to the Bears, because I know it. That's what fans do.
Nope. You want to know why I won't? This happened to the Bears in the most Bears fashion possible. Back when John Fox was the head coach, John Fox tried to challenge a play to say, hey, this is a touchdown. They called him out on the 1 yard line. He wanted to say, hey, this is a touchdown. They actually overturned the play into a fumble out of the back of the end zone and a turnover for the Bears, and we lost the game. I didn't complain about the rule then. I'm not complaining about the rule now.
Here's my thing with it, right? If you fumble the ball at the 5 yard line and it rolls out at the 1, where does the ball go? Back to the 5, to the spot of the fumble.
Yeah, the last place the ball was,
Why does the defense get suddenly a turnover for something they didn't do? They didn't recover the ball. They didn't do shit. And then
that was
not
a
only
forced
that,
fumble.
Here's my thing.
That play specifically, the ball got knocked out.
No, it didn't.
Dude,
Justin
he got
reached.
hit
It
and
was
lost possession. He got hit while reaching and lost possession from the hit. He didn't just drop it. Justin
also,
wasn't holding the ball, he's
But dude, here's the thing. Why did the Eagles get the ball then at the 25? Why not get it at the spot of the fumble at the 1? That's how it should work.
Because that's how touchbacks work.
It shouldn't be just a touchback. If you're going to say it's a forced turnover, which makes no fucking sense, should an interception where you catch it out the back of the end zone be a touchback? You caught it out of bounds, but who cares?
It's totally
different.
different.
It makes no sense.
No, listen, that is the dumbest thing you have ever said.
If he catches it out of bounds, the ball was never in play.
Exactly.
What?
Okay,
There's
but
no comparison to be made
because what
there.
we're doing is taking a rule, making it entirely different based on a line on the field where no other rule in all of
It's
football
almost
does
like it's
that.
Okay,
it's
but the
almost,
thing is,
it's almost
this
like it's the most
works-
important line on the entire field.
Okay,
This works
but
the other.
no other
This works
rule
the other
does
way. This works the other way because on special teams, if a guy punts a football and it drops in at the 5, but nobody downs and it goes out of bounds, the offense just gets to the 25 and they
No, if
what
it
do they
goes out of
do?
bounds at the
They just
5, it's
returned it.
down at the 5.
I think
You're
he
wrong.
meant
If it
goes through
out
the
of
end
bounds,
zone.
out of
If
the
it
end
go-
zone.
But that's not the same
I
thing.
cannot believe that this dude is this pressed about a fumble touchback rule that would have what?
It literally
What- what-
cost
what?
us the game.
I will guarantee.
Yeah,
What the
that
fuck
didn't
are you
cost
talking-
The game. The 4 other fumbles
Sure it
cost
did.
you the game.
All of the fumbles are a problem. That's a 10-point swing. We would have been winning 14-3 at halftime instead of down
All
10-7.
I'm saying is-
Are
all
you
I'm
guys
saying is
actually
if
this
AJ
obtuse? To say it didn't
AJ
matter?
Brown
Are you that
fumbles-
dumb?
If
Doesn't matter.
AJ Brown fumbles the ball out of the back of the end zone, Geek's singing a different tune. I
No,
just wanna
I'm
put that
not
out
because
there.
it's a dumb fucking
Best rule
rule.
in football.
No, you're just pretending I'm the most biased
Okay.
motherfucker ever
No,
when you
no,
know that's
I'm
not true.
I'm not.
Jesus
no,
fuck.
I'm not. I'm just saying, in this one instance,
No.
this has happened millions of times before. I have never once heard you complain about this rule until it
Because when
happened
have
to
we
Justin
talked
Jefferson.
about it on the show? Ever? When has it happened and like immediately it was a big play that we talked about ever? It
I'm just
doesn't.
saying, it's happened plenty of other times.
Yeah, when it happens 2 years ago when we weren't doing this show, I'm sorry I didn't talk about it with you. How many times did it happen last year?
I don't know.
When
off the
we were
top of my
doing the
head. You think
show.
I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck?
Did
about
it even happen
touchback
last
fumbles?
year?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're
I'm sure
pretending
it did
like
at
I
some
didn't make
point.
this argument when I have to have seen it to make the argument. Had to have happened.
I'm just saying, it's really not a bad rule.
I think it's a fine
The
rule.
It's
only
really
people I have
dumb.
seen complain about it are Vikings fans.
Or every reporter ever, or every analyst. Literally,
I
did you
didn't
not
see
see
any
on
of them
Twitter?
complain about
Except you responded to multiple of them. What?
it. Actually, the only one I responded to, they weren't complaining about it.
Or sorry,
was a
they
question.
asked the question.
It was
is
a
this the
question. Is
dumbest
this
rule?
a bad rule? And I said no.
It's definitely
that was
not a
the-
good rule. Because it's just, why does the rule change based on a 0.5 millimeter difference?
Because the 0.5 millimeter difference is outside the end zone and inside the end zone. That is a major. You're calling it a 0.5 millimeter. This is like the biggest 0.5 millimeter on the fucking.
Like this
football.
isn't the difference between the 5 and the 4 yard line. This is the
That's
difference
the thing.
between.
Every
The
other
1 yard
spot
line and
where
the
a
end zone.
fumble rolls out of bounds, it goes back to the spot of the fumble. That is how the rule is. Why does
Because-
it change
okay.
here?
Because it's the end zone. This isn't the 5, the 4, the 3, the 2, the 1. This is the end zone. This is the most important spot on the field. If the ball was possessed and fumbled out of the back of the end zone, no matter what, whether it's an offensive play, a defensive play, a special teams play, it's a touchback. I don't see the issue. I think the big thing here is you're acting like the millimeter difference between the 1 yard line and the end zone isn't one of the biggest differences in millimeters on the planet.
But why the rule changing doesn't make sense.
It's the end zone. It's a
Because
totally
you can't,
different part of the
but
field.
that's advancing a fumble forward on the field, which cannot happen. That is not possible anywhere else except for right here. That's not, you cannot advance a fumble, but somehow it's advancing and a turnover, and it goes out to the 25. That's my
He's
thing.
over the line of script. He's over the goal. You can't see it. He's over the goal line when this ball comes out. He
Where's
didn't.
he supposed to get it?
No, he wasn't. When the ball comes loose, it is not because it came loose down in his bread basket. And then he just pushed it forward.
He loses full possession over the goal line, dude.
Yeah, his hands closed, the ball's touching it. That's possession suddenly. Yeah. Dude,
I cannot
gets me-
believe we're arguing about this right now.
let
And I
me
can't
get
believe we're getting so
Let-
arrogant over it.
let me get angry about something. Miller, I definitely don't want to hear you talking about getting angry on this show.
Not
Fucko.
angry, arrogant.
Oh,
different word.
I mean, I don't really.
Well, how am I
don't-
getting arrogant?
The-
Do you know
the
what
laughing.
arrogant is?
Yes, the laughing feels arrogant. It's like you think what we're saying is humorous, and I don't like it. If that's not the intent and I am misreading, I apologize, but that is
absolutely
how it was
misreading.
coming off.
I just
Okay,
don't
well then that's
get
my
it.
bad.
But
Well then that's my bad.
but-
But Either
It's
way,
not. It's the only reason I
fine.
care so much is because of the swing it created. Like, dude, that's insane.
That's happened to every team that's ever happened to.
No.
Like that can always be a game-changing play for
But
people.
it can't. Any
Not,
turnover
maybe not every
can
single
be.
time it's ever happened.
Every
right.
turnover can be. But this is
It's
not
like this rule has
technically
only
a
ever hurt
turnover.
the
The
Vikings.
defense didn't recover shit.
I'll put it this way: simple solution to this whole debacle. Hold on to
Don't
the
fumble.
football.
Fair.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
should he
valid.
be? I mean,
Simple
he fumbled
solution.
the football.
If anything,
and
if that helps you rationalize
have
it,
a
you're getting
consequence
punished for
that.
fumbling the football.
Yeah.
Okay, so by that standard, every time you fumble it out of bounds, it's a turnover. That should be the new rule. Fuck you.
Yeah.
It's not in the end zone though. It's a totally different area of the field.
But it's the thing. If you fumble it at the 10 and it rolls all the way out the end zone, how does the defense get the ball? How does the other team get the ball suddenly? Fumbles can't advance, but except for in this instance. That's my issue. It always goes back to the spot of the fumble.
Again, the way I look at
that's
it, even
the semantic I'm caught up on.
Okay, even if you want to poke holes in the semantics, which I understand, we all do it. We are all very, especially you and I, are very known for poking holes in the semantics.
Yes.
The way that you can rationalize it from that is this is, as I said at the beginning, the one rule in the sport that favors the defense over the offense. This is them trying to balance out all the bullshit roughing the passer calls, all the bullshit DPI calls, all the bullshit defensive holding calls, whatever.
I don't know. What about
And that's
false starts and holding? Those pretty much benefit the defense. Or
but
weird
that's-
illegal motion where
Yeah, but
guys
that's
aren't even
not-
moving.
That doesn't penalize the defense for playing defense. It penalizes the offense for fucking up.
No, but what I mean is the defense can move around all they want before the snap, but an offensive lineman
that's just-
flinches. You're saying this is the only rule that
that's the
benefits the
sport.
defense, which is not true. By definition, it's not
It's-
true. This is
it's
just the
the
only one
only-
that's the biggest swing of all time. Because it's the
I'll put it
only
this way,
rule that
it's the-
creates a turnover.
Okay. I will rephrase it. If we're gonna, since you're poking holes in the semantics, which I can't get mad at, we'll put it this way: this is the defensive equivalent of roughing the passer. It
Yeah,
cancels
fair
out
enough.
roughing the passer.
Yeah, but I
So-
also hate roughing the passer.
But yeah, roughing the passer is objectively bullshit.
Yeah, because it
Like,
makes
there's
no
no
sense.
argument to be had.
What do you?
Yeah.
Like, I get certain things, like the hit on Jared Goff this week, which I think is
I mean,
just
if you
funny
rough the
because the
passer,
fake
you rough
was
the passer.
right. The fake was so good on that play.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, dude, the D end totally thought Goff handed the ball off, but acted like he still had it. The end never saw him hand it. He just thought he still had it. So Goff's just standing there and fucking what? Like, it wasn't malicious. Dude just thought he had the ball still because he
Valid.
celebrated it like he got a sack. He was so hyped.
Oh, was that the Daryl Taylor play?
Yeah.
I did see that. I know what you're talking about
So
now.
funny.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
like, that's roughing the
think-
passer.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you rough the passer, you rough the passer, but like the whole
Sacking the quarterback
know,
is not a roughing the
right,
passer call.
Right. Exactly. It's
Ivan Pace got
That-
one of those, actually. He just smoked Jalen Hurts.
I'm sure I saw it. I don't remember it. The only
Eh.
thing I remember from that game is people being all over DeAndre Swift for the most overrated 170-yard rushing performance of all time.
Anybody's running for that much when you have a 20-minute time of possession difference.
Dude, he had 28 carries behind the best offensive line in football against three-man fronts consistently.
3-man fronts, and it was a 40-minute to 20-minute time of possession difference.
Yeah, so he was playing against worn down three-man fronts.
Yeah.
Like, you guys know I don't like he who shall not be named. But
Okay.
his little video breaking down DeAndre Swift missing like multiple holes was so good.
I thought you were talking about DeAndre Swift as he who should not be named. And I was
No,
waiting
no,
a second.
I won't
No,
name
no.
DeAndre. I don't have like hatred in my heart for DeAndre Swift. I just don't think he's good at football.
I don't think his vision is where it needs to be at the NFL level, but I also think that he showed some signs of actual improvement in that area.
He went from the deepest pit of hell up to like the first layer.
Yeah, he's getting there. It's only week 2.
Also,
Sweet
It's only
too.
week 2, and you only
He
got
showed more
28.
improvement in 2 weeks in Philadelphia than he ever did in Detroit. So I'm hoping.
True.
I won't deny that. But that's still saying very
He's
little.
actually.
is this the biggest
This is
split
true.
in rushing attempts in NFL history? The
What was
Eagles
the
ran the ball
difference?
48 times. The Vikings ran it 9.
One of those teams
Sick.
has Jalen Hurts
That's insane.
and a running back who doesn't fumble the ball every time he
Well,
touches
and
it.
one of those teams wasn't
And
down by
then-
multiple possessions the whole time.
No.
Kirk was
Yes,
just
I mean-
chucking his way back into it.
Craziest
Listen-
thing is they did that with RB1 being hurt and not on the field.
Yes.
Though after
Um,
that game, I wonder if Swift won that job.
Nah, Kenny Gainwell better. Real
But,
bad.
Dude,
yeah, I mean,
who
they-
did Rashad Penny kill? That's my real takeaway from this game.
He didn't look
Did he
that
fuck
good when he was on the
Sirianni's
field.
wife or something? I don't know.
Maybe he just isn't that great.
I
mean, like
disagree.
I'm
knows?
all for the Penny redemption arc. Don't get me wrong, but he didn't like he saw the field a little bit, and I don't know if it's just because that was when the Vikings were finally keying in on the run or something. But he didn't look that good.
He had 3 carries for 9 yards.
Yeah, like none of those carries moved me.
Wow.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, maybe the Vikings should just see about,
I've
a
seen
7th
Browns
round
fans wanting to
pick
trade
for-
for Penny.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the Eagles.
they don't
Are
need
sh-
Penny.
The Eagles
We-
are certainly.
You don't, but
And I don't know. I don't think they're a powerhouse by any
No.
means. I think that their offensive play calling is going to get them into some real trouble against teams.
and Hurts looked more.
Yeah.
I hate to
yeah.
say it, but he did.
Yeah, dude, they
I think
forced
this year
4
might.
turnovers
I think
and
this
almost
year. I think this year
Yeah.
might finally be the year where he breaks the always gets better streak because it's not looking good for that agenda.
Dude, listen, I hate to make this comparison, but it is spot on. The pick that Hurts threw where he stared the guy down and threw it into triple coverage, that was a mirror image of the Fields pick to Quay Walker in week 1. Like it was
Yeah.
literally almost to a
and
T.
like in the Zach Wilson pick against the Bills when he threw that one just right into the hands of a linebacker.
into Matt Milano,
Yeah.
I remember
And
that exact
basically
play.
anytime Josh Allen throws a pick, it's the same kind of thing where he just throws it right to a defender. But I don't know. I'm not out on the Eagles. I just don't know if they're like
I'm not out on them
the
either. but
surefire
they're-
pick for the NFC.
For all
Especially
of
with how the
that,
Cowboys look right now.
I think
Neither one is my pick for the
And
So-
the Niners we'll talk about. I'm sure that's who Miller's thinking
So-
about right now. But
I do want to
any other
yell
Vikings
about
Eagles thoughts? Okay.
Yeah, the play calling for the Eagles was bad, but I gotta give Brian Flores credit, dude, because a lot of that is just confusing Jalen Hurts. Think you're coming with a blitz, suddenly it's a 3-man front. That's why you're staring down your
Was-
receiver, is because you know he's going to be open, at least based off your pre-snap read. Then suddenly
one-
people are dropping back
Was
right
the
to
one
him.
touchdown where Caleb Evans got burned his fault or the scheme's fault?
That was, I don't know who was on that side. I don't know which safety it was, whether it was Harry or Bynum.
Caleb
or
Evans
Metellus.
definitely thought he had
Because
and then just got
Caleb
blown
points,
by.
and then suddenly he's like, "Oh fuck, where are you?" He thought he had help
Yeah, I don't
over
know
the
what
top
happened
because
there.
you
I don't
see
know
him
if they
mid-play
just
go,
were
"What the
confused
fuck?"
running Flores' scheme or what happened, but
I
that
think
was
the
like
safety
the one
just
slip up we
wasn't
saw.
over the top, and it just sucked.
Yeah, if the Vikings had a guy like Zadarius Smith right now,
It
just
wouldn't have
kidding.
made
I
a
actually don't know
difference.
how he's doing on
Their
the
pass
Browns.
rush was incredible.
I don't watch the Browns.
The pass rush was fine, yeah.
Yeah, Harrison
I-
Phillips got a sack. Daniil had 3. Ivan Pace had 1, and then like 4 other pressures.
I just want to ask, and I hate to do this, but
Please.
I do have to bring it up. I think it's about time we start to have conversations about number 22.
Dude, I'm scared because I think you're right.
Harrison Smith, it's time.
I thought he had a year
unfortunately.
left, but
I'm afraid
is-
Father
I think-
Time is catching
thought-
up to
yeah,
our
I'm
favorite
pretty-
quirked
I
up
think
white boy in the secondary.
He thought the same thing, and now he's like, uh-oh. Like,
yeah,
I don't think we'll see a mid-season retirement, but this will be it for.
I think, dude, I honestly think he should, at this moment, move down and play the other linebacker spot next to Ivan Pace.
Yeah.
Do that.
Put Scene in
uh,
because Scene was. First of all, I gotta yell at Vikings fans real quick. Not for the Alexander Madison thing. That's horrendous. Fuck you.
I don't
but-
need to talk about
Real.
that.
Um,
If you suck, all of you.
Yeah.
Who did,
But
who
the-
did this? Yes.
Yeah, the whole Lewis Scene being a bust thing is pissing me off. A year ago,
Yeah.
he snapped his leg in half. Like, it's not even been a full year yet. And what, he's not playing safety next to Harrison Smith? No, because he was drafted to be Harry's replacement, not to play next to him. Two different styles of safeties. Cam Bynum is the better coverage safety. We all knew that. Cine is Harry's one-to-one replacement. So, if Harrison Smith gets benched or moved to the other linebacker spot, Lewis Cine will be the safety on the field. That is probably how that goes. Unless we're still not 100% sure he's ready with the ankle. Because,
Which is valid.
Yeah. Like, this whole, why was Theo Jackson in over him? Because it's not the same position. Safety isn't just, both safeties aren't the same. Harrison Smith would never be our other safety. He's only playing as our strong safety. That's it.
Yeah.
Weirdos. Understand football before you yell about things. God damn it.
Yeah, and I mean, I hate to even bring up the Harrison Smith thing because I like him a lot. Like, he is one of the Vikings that I actually have legitimate respect for and enjoy watching, and will never slander him, even jokingly.
Right?
He's got the seal of approval. But oh my god, dude, he looks so slow out there.
Yeah.
Like that, the DeAndre Swift touchdown specifically on the goal line. Like Harrison Smith 2 years ago lights him up.
Yep.
And this year just couldn't get there in time. Like it was tough.
Speaking of it might be time. Zach Taylor. It might be time. It might be time.
My heart just stopped.
What did bro think he was going to say?
We're just going to ignore it and go on.
All right.
I think he thought I was going to say Kirk Cousins.
Well, no, I didn't think that. No, definitely not.
That's another thing, though. Vikings fans,
Kirk
stop being
good.
weirdos. No, that's not what I mean. Stop saying it's already time to trade him. We're a game back in the division and we look
it up.
And at this moment, we might look like the best of the four teams in this division still. Yeah, we're 0-2, but we're playing
very
Just
little.
imagine a QB meeting with Aaron Rodgers and Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, that would be
Just
funny.
Imagine.
Okay,
And Zach Wilson. Oh,
here's my
dude.
thing.
Come on.
If we're
Come on.
come on. 0-4, we get to the Chiefs game and lose, and we're 0-5. Sure, because we already know he's not coming back.
See ya.
Go get some capital, fine. But not after 2 weeks when the division leader has one win. Chill out. It's not like the Niners are in our division. Fuck.
I just want to throw out there the idea of a Kirk, Zach Wilson, Aaron Rodgers TV meeting is so funny, and all I can picture is Aaron Rodgers and Zach Wilson being like the Heathers, and Kirk Cousins being like Martha Dump Truck in the corner, and they're just like talking shit on him the whole time. And I think that's really funny.
Yeah.
Because,
but I do
you cannot
agree with the
find more
point that
polar
comes from
opposite
that.
humans.
Cuzzo on
Which
the
is
Jets, they win the Super Bowl probably.
Oh, certainly.
Like, dude, I do agree with
Certainly.
that point. The Jets are insane. So, yeah.
Yeah, but man, that game took us a while.
Sorry, I had to
There's a
have
lot
my
to
turn.
talk about.
I'll talk about Ravens Bengals. Like I said, Zach Taylor.
The Ravens
It's-
won, right?
Yeah.
It's time to give up play calling.
How?
Maybe not be fired.
What do you mean, how?
But it's time to give up play calling.
Well, okay.
I'm mad
On
that you guys
paper-
helped me talk myself out of this game. I knew
Look,
the Ravens were going to win, and y'all talked me out of it, and I'm
Well,
mad.
listen. On paper, there was no reason why Joe Burrow shouldn't have been able to torch Baltimore's secondary this week.
Nope.
There was no reason why he shouldn't have been.
Except
is
the
a secondary
Bengals
that
started
he threw for,
0-2
like,
last
4 or
year because
5
Burrow
months.
always sucks early in the year. Always. His entire
They will
career.
be
He's bad, though.
fine.
Well, no,
He threw
this
4
year it's
against
because of his
Pittsburgh
fucking
opening
calf
weekend last year.
that he re-injured.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And he
the
threw
first
4
game of the year, he threw 4 picks last
He
year.
threw 4 picks against Pittsburgh. I forget what happened in the second
That's
game. But they did
true.
lose.
So,
he hasn't
I
even
forgot about
he
that
hasn't thrown
game.
anywhere close to that. But also, Lamar
is him.
is going to win MVP. Yeah.
We got that one right.
My dark horse MVP
Dude.
pick might be hitting.
I
'cause
love that was
Lamar-
your dark horse and that was just my pick.
I thought it was a dark horse because of all because because of all the good quarterbacks in his own conference, like, you know, like it would have been tough to pick him over all those guys like Mahomes, Allen, Herbert, Burrow, Ertz. But
Miller?
yeah, I mean, like Todd Monken, you've done miracles on me. Zay Flowers is fantastic. That dude is an absolute baller and is Baltimore's wide receiver 1 and
Yeah.
should be. You know, the defense is okay, I suppose. They could do some beef in the secondary, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
know,
they're kind
but,
of missing a guy like
Dean
Marcus
is-
Peters.
he's on the Raiders now. I didn't know that until I
yeah.
saw him against Buffalo. I was like, what is he doing here?
Being corner 1.
Why are you here?
Yeah, I didn't watch much of this game, so I don't really.
I just
many
need to
other
know
thoughts.
one thing.
I saw Lamar be incredible. That's all I know.
Yeah, Lamar
Okay.
good. Zach Taylor bad.
Yeah, is it time for the
Not to
Bengals?
fire him, but he should definitely give up play calling. I would say.
Are we
I
sure
don't
it's
like
not
should
time to
that.
fire
definitely
him?
give up. I mean, I don't know if they should fire him like before the season ends, but after this year, I would say it's probably depends on how they go. If they start like 0-5 somehow,
Dude, they shouldn't
I
have
would
let Burrow play.
certainly consider it.
They really shouldn't have.
They should have let that calf get to 100%. Because now what
I
do you
mean,
do? They have
let
an
Burrow
easy stretch of
play.
games, but if you take Burrow out, you lose them. You're 0-5.
You
You're
let
done.
Burrow play, and you still lost. If he hadn't have played, you would have lost anyway. So,
But at least Burrow would be healthy going into next week instead
right,
of
that's what I'm saying. And I'm saying
more banged up.
the reason why you played Burrow was to actually have a chance in this game, and you still lost. So I don't know. I think overall, Ravens
Irv
good.
Smith setting, by the way. He had
Irv
2
Smith caught a
catches for
football.
10 yards. Ooh.
I'd like
footballs.
to play devil's advocate for a moment.
Oh, good. Let's go.
I would like to have a strongly worded conversation with Mr. Todd Monken. I was
Patrick Ricard.
cruising the snap counts for the Ravens and Bengals game.
Don't tell me it was 0.
And a certain number 24 only, or 24, Jesus, a certain number 42 only played 25 snaps.
No.
33% of their total offensive snaps.
Hey,
This is
listen, man. We're not
unacceptable.
going to get him on the podcast if you trash him right now.
They only
Are we
had
gonna-
24 designed runs.
So
He should
was
be on the
on-
field for every play.
That's a bad idea.
Nope.
Dude,
Is he a
you
top 5
admitted it was a
offensive
bad
lineman in
idea
Baltimore?
because Ricard can't catch. He cannot
He
be
can
used as
catch,
a weapon.
He just can't run after the catch. There's a difference.
I would rather be rocking
then
Mark
he's just an
Andrews and
offensive
Isaiah
lineman.
Likely.
Clearly,
than-
Donovan Smith can catch, but he's not going to do anything with it. So, fine.
Still, you should come out in I formation every play. Not real football.
Yes. This is why Miller has an OC job in the NFL.
This is why Miller
Speaking
would
of OC
never get an OC job in the NFL.
I mean, I unironically have seen Bears fans call for Greg Roman this week, so I don't know what offense.
I
is
saw
anymore.
Honestly,
Um,
though, it would
yeah.
be better.
It
Dude.
would.
How do you only draw up one designed run for Fields?
See you later, Luke Getsy.
Dude,
Racism, I guess. I don't
we
know.
knew he
Fuck.
sucked.
I swear
Gotta
I could
get him out of the
shit a better
organization.
offense than what the
Um,
Bears are rocking
It's
right
probably
now.
good.
So weird though, because the consensus opinion, not the Bears fan opinion, the consensus opinion a year ago was, man, the Bears really got to be careful. Luke Getsy's going to get hired out of here before Fields can even get his footing.
But
What
Getsy's entirely
happened?
changed everything.
That's what I'm saying. Why?
Sucks.
Because
what are we doing?
because Getsy's doing what Shanahan did to RG3. Let him cook for a year. When Mike Shanahan, the second year with RG3, where no more
okay,
running.
You can say whatever you want about Papa Shanahan. Just don't diss Mike
Who the
Glorious King
fuck
Kyle.
did you? Kyle never. I mean, he was on that
on
staff,
that
but
staff.
so was
That's what
so
I'm
was
saying.
KOC and Mike McDaniel and
Yeah.
fucking.
Matt LaFleur and Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Like,
Say whatever
that
say whatever
staff's
you want about the
incredible.
old man. I don't care.
No, but like Getsy's doing the same thing the old man did, which is we know
I
you're
know.
the most dynamic quarterback in the NFL, so stand in the pocket and throw. Be
Yeah,
Kirk
no, it's-
Cousins, and that's not
Yeah,
what
it's-
Fields do.
We can save this for when we talk about.
I
The
was gonna
Bears
say
and Bucks.
Let's talk about the
Bears
Bears.
game to talk.
Were they an afternoon game? No, let's just talk about
Yes.
Bears
No.
Bucks. Let's get into it.
I mean,
We're gonna throw off your rhythm?
You're throwing off the whole flow, man. I got
Fucking
an
Jake
order
and
in
his
my
flow.
head.
All right, let's follow Jake's flow. God damn it.
Seahawks Lions overtime win for the Seahawks 37-31.
It shouldn't have been that
No.
There was certainly football played in this game.
Goff threw an interception.
Yeah, Goff threw an interception.
Woo!
Dan Campbell is weird.
Yeah.
Like
He's an odd fellow.
He's just like, fourth down in our own territory, let's go for it. Fourth down by a bunch of points in the Seahawks territory, I think we're gonna punt the football. He's very inconsistent with his aggressiveness, and I don't like it.
The only real takeaway I have from this game is I hope David Montgomery is okay.
True.
He got hurt for a couple weeks, and that makes me sad.
Yeah,
Which,
so it looks
by the
good.
way, I want to point out a little hypocrisy, okay? Every Bears fan this offseason was all anti-David Montgomery, and I'm not just talking about, like, I want him off my team. Like, when there was a play where he fumbled in a joint practice, and they were sharing that shit like it was Justin Fields running for 800 yards in a single play. They thought it was the funniest thing ever. And now when he gets hurt, it's like, damn, man, we love you, Monty. Please be okay. Once a Bear, always a Bear. It's like, I
Welcome to
appreciate
the
sentiment.
hypocrisy of football fans,
Right.
dude.
Right, I
Yeah.
appreciate the sentiment, but let's be consistent. Happy you're praying for him. Don't pull the whole once a Bear, always a Bear after he slandered the man to hell and back all
After you
offseason.
said
Yeah.
you're not a Bear anymore, fuck you piece of shit.
I never jumped off the bandwagon.
No, you did not.
He is my guy, and I miss him, and I still wear his jersey to this day.
Also,
no fan-
speaking
no
of
fan
injuries,
sighting in
prayers
this
up
game.
to CJ Gardner-Johnson, who's probably done for the
Oh
year.
yeah, he tore his pec?
Yeah.
Strained, I believe, is the word.
Oh,
Strained.
No,
How-
a strain and a tear are two different things. He's
Right.
out for the season because he tore it.
Pec.
I did not see that he was confirmed to be out for the season.
I'm confused.
I thought he was. Now I'm.
I'm not good at medical stuff, but how do you strain a pectoral muscle?
It looks like according to
Yeah,
it looks
Ian
like he's
Rappaport.
going on IR.
Oh, he was feared to have
They're-
suffered.
They're
Maybe.
feared to suffer. He's not confirmed to
Oh.
be out for the season yet. He's only on IR, so he's missing at least 4 weeks. Still, big loss for the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because their secondary without him is Brian Branch season.
Well, it's been Brian Branch season, but it's also
Yeah.
like
I
It will
love
always
Brian
be
Branch.
Brian Branch.
But yeah, I mean, this was a pretty solid game all around. I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown had 100 yards, so everyone's gonna go crazy about him again.
Most overrated receiver in all of football.
Crazy.
Josh
talked about
Reynolds
this
might
last
be the
week.
best receiver on their team.
But Josh Reynolds cooked the Seahawks.
Also, Amon-Ra got hurt too. I don't know if he came back, but he also
back.
got injured.
Not the sun
came
god.
back.
Because I watched
Everybody
him get
who got hurt
injured,
in
and I'm
this
like,
game, except for Montgomery and Gardner Johnson came back.
because I
Rick
saw
Warren came back. Devon Witherspoon came back.
he got hurt, and I'm not laughing at his injury, but I was like, oh my god, who is Jared Goff gonna throw to now? Fucking Josh Reynolds. And as I said that, he threw a touchdown to Reynolds. I was like, oh, fucking yeah, okay, that's who he's gonna throw to.
Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, this game cut and dry. Seahawks win. They're back. Colts Texans. Anthony Richardson
get hurt.
has a
Concussion.
concussion.
Again, dude.
Yeah,
Not
he
two
needs to
concussions,
protect
but-
himself. But
He's got
two
that Josh
rushing-
Allen Bojo gene, I fear.
Yeah,
I don't think
But
that's what
hey,
it was.
he looks
it not?
really, really, really good. He looks really good,
He
and I
slowed
like it
up
a
on
lot.
If I remember the play correctly, he slowed up as he was going into the end zone and got lit up like an inch before he got in.
Oh, okay.
I don't
I was gonna say, 'cause
like
that's-
if he
Yeah.
just full sprints, it doesn't happen. But
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
was gonna
that's a
say, 'cause
bozo
I-
gene or a.
Well, I saw a couple plays where he was like putting his head down and kind of throwing himself around.
Also,
So I figured it happened on one of those.
he also self-reported his concussion.
Love that.
Let's go.
Like
We love a
the medical
self-aware,
staff did not
robust
determine
individual.
anything wrong with him, and before he went out there, he went up to them and he's like, "I'm pretty sure I have a concussion." And they were
Something
like,
right.
"Yeah, you do."
Imagine
And then
how bad that would suck as a coach. Your young quarterback's balling, and he comes to you and he's like, "Hey, coach,
having
My
Something
head's
ain't right in
fucked
the
up.
noggin.
but
My head hurt.
they still won
No,
the
if
game
I'm the
because
coach, I'm like,
Texans,
all right, sick. Like,
yeah.
not good that you're hurt, but like, I'm glad you said something, so we don't
Yeah.
get another Tua situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
like
shout out Kyle Granson for his first career touchdown that he proceeded to take a
it
baby
was a
shoot.
really
baby photo
funny
shoot with.
post, yeah.
I love the guy.
But yeah, still won the game because the Texans are poopy. But
CJ
yeah,
Stroud looked fucking awesome though.
he's gonna,
Fuck the Texans
he's gonna
social
be
media
fine.
team, though.
What they do?
They posted some graphic and it was like, CJ Stroud now has the most passing yards by an Ohio State quarterback in a single game in the NFL.
Ow! Took him 2 games. Crazy.
I mean, he did throw for 384, so
it's true.
I know, but it was rude because they knew what they were doing with that post.
Fields on pace to be 4,000. He promised he would be.
actually maybe.
That was a
I don't know
genuine
if
question. I'm not
He's
trying
had
to
a lot of
wondering.
yards.
Yeah.
It's just-
He might
Yeah.
go for 4,000 yards and like 4 touchdowns, but
Speaking of Fields, I think we can move on to this game.
yeah.
Miller, I'd appreciate due to time constraints if you didn't talk for 30 minutes this week.
I mean,
but
it was just more same shit, different day. Although, shout out Andrew Billings for being like the second best interior pass rusher in the league this week. Dude had like a 40% pressure rate as a nose tackle, which is really funny. And also, like,
What happened to
fuck
Cole
Mike
Kmet?
Evans. What do you mean? What happened to him?
Why is he a moron now?
What are you talking about him being a moron for?
He got
What
paid.
specifically?
Like the interception. Like
Oh, you mean where Getsy had him and
Yeah,
DJ Moore
not-
run into the
that
same
wasn't
spot?
good. I genuinely think Fields was throwing it to Moore, and then Kmet decides to run towards it and then bat it down behind him.
Okay,
When Moore would have just
listen.
caught it. What are we
Oh,
doing? You know what the
when
play
you-
call is.
when you're a pass catcher in the NFL and you see the ball comes towards you, would your instinct not be
To
catch?
slap it away? It's like he
I
was
don't think
playing
he was trying to
defense.
slap it. Like,
Then
he
why
went
are you
for the
reaching
ball and
behind you? You're the one who ran the route wrong.
He didn't run the route wrong. That's how the route was designed.
He settled down and then took off. He started running
yeah.
left. Why did he start running left?
Because sometimes you have to extend the play. That's part of running
Ball
routes.
was in the air. What are you doing? You looked at him throw the ball and then moved. What are you doing?
Breaking news: pass catcher moves towards football.
He
gets
moved
cut
away
team.
from it. That's my thing.
You're gonna have to show me the play because
Okay.
I know what play you're talking about, and I don't remember him moving away.
Because I was
remember
watching
him
somebody
moving to the
talk
ball.
about it. Because I was like, dude, what is going on? Because I
Either
don't
way,
remember who
that-
I was watching.
That
but,
play was Getsy.
well,
That
sure.
play was Getsy
But I just-
personified.
I think Getsy's making the entire offense dumber.
He is, dude. Why?
Like all the players are just kind of stupid.
Like
now.
I'm not gonna talk for 30 minutes.
No.
But like, why are we running every fucking play? Like, there's one spot of the field that wide receivers are allowed to play on. Every play, it's like we're gonna put 3 curls in this area. We're gonna run 2 fades to this side, and it's like, I don't get it.
Dude's
Yeah.
running the Urban Meyer playbook.
Oh, why would you say that to me?
Because I'm not wrong. Sign Laquan Treadwell. He balls out in the Urban Meyer playbook.
The crazy thing is too, like, Fields had some rough moments this week.
Oh yeah, every
But he
quarterback
also had
does.
some. Well, yeah, but he had some really fucking good ones.
Also,
Like, there were so many great throws to DJ Moore. The touchdown to Claypool was incredible.
the weird end of the game interception thing that happened. Why did they run the exact same play 4 times?
Because
From the
Getsy
same
has
formation?
No IQ.
Dude, what? Come on. Also,
you
shout
know-
out Baker. He the GOAT.
Yeah, you know what really grinds my gears about that, though? Fields at the end of the game was like, I can't remember exactly how he put it because obviously he had to put it in some delicate, elegant language.
No,
to
but he
not
did
just
say-
call Luke Getsy a moron.
Yeah, but he was like, that's a tough spot for it's a tough spot to call the plays.
Yeah, but he also said he didn't agree with the play call, right? That's
Yeah.
essentially what it boiled down to. And I hate that Matt Eberflus, when asked about that, was like, well, he can change the plays at the line. fuck you. Why is that your response?
And
What-
then
that, you know what that is? You know what that
Fire
is?
him too.
That is a Matt Nagy ass response. That is some shit Nagy would have said about Trubisky.
And then everyone jumping down Fields' throat because he didn't respond the way Cousins did.
Which is so dumb.
Which, like, have you seen how the entire Vikings offense works? Did you see how JJ took the blame, then immediately Cuzzo took the blame, then immediately KOC goes, no, actually, that's on me, that's on coaching. The entire organization's just like, no, it's my fault.
Dude, it genuinely blows
That's
my
how
mind.
the Vikings
And then,
act. It's just always
gets me
whoever's,
too-
it's everybody's fault.
what gets me too is we ran the ball, I want to say like maybe 10 times, if that. Both our running backs were averaging over 5 yards a carry. Roshan Johnson had 9 yards a carry on Sunday. Why are you not putting the ball in his hands more? What are
Fuck,
we
he did,
doing?
okay. Because Khalil
What are we
Herbert.
doing? No, yeah, Herbert was playing good too. Why aren't we putting the ball in his hands more? Why are we putting the ball in somebody else's hands more? Like, I get it. You want Fields to prove that he's the guy. That's great. That doesn't mean you cut off all of his lifelines.
But that also
That
doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean-
you just have him be a drop back passer.
Right. That's the other thing. I saw a comparison between Fields this year and Fields' rookie year in terms of his dropbacks. He looks so much more comfortable as a rookie. It's so weird. His dropback was quicker. His pacing was
Dude,
quicker. He
look at
got
the
the
way-
ball out quicker.
He will see his open man, and he suddenly is afraid to pull the trigger.
He
He's
was one of
lost
the
all
best
confidence
deep
in
ball
himself.
In football last year.
Right. Well,
And
it's
he's
not
afraid
just
to
that.
pull the trigger now.
Last year, he'd just try shit. Fuck it. I see the guy. Fuck it. I'm going to throw it. This year, he just,
Yeah.
I don't know about that sack. It's like,
Right.
what
And
happened?
He'll do that. But then the next play, he'll throw some beautiful ball to DJ Moore with perfect anticipation. And it's like, just do that every time. You can do it. It's very apparent that it is in
Yeah.
your skill set to do this. Why are we not doing it more? I don't understand.
Yeah, shout out
On a
Baker,
side note,
man.
though,
Yeah.
Darnell Wright's going to be a really good fucking offensive lineman in the NFL.
But
He
also,
looks
we hate him
awesome.
because that's not Jalen Carter, and we hate Tyreek Stevenson because it's not John Michael Schmitz.
If you say
Help.
that as a Bears fan, your IQ is the equivalent of a half-baked potato.
I'm
anger
saying
me.
that because I saw the tweet, and I knew it would
I
get you a
know.
little.
Like those two. And what gets me, here's the thing.
I still
should
do
not be-
think they should have drafted Schmitz, but that's its own whole different thing.
I still like the pick of Stevenson over Schmitz. I stand
But
by
I
it.
also wasn't a big Stevenson guy, so you know.
See, I was.
Right. So I get
I
it.
thought Stevenson was in the same tier as like Porter and Banks.
But I also
that
didn't
was
like
me.
Banks, and I had Porter higher than you did, so.
Yeah. But no,
Uh,
if we want to complain about a pick, right? If we want to complain about not having defensive tackle help, let's turn to pick 32. Okay? Complain about not having that and not getting to draft Keanu Benton. That's
Valid.
what I'm mad at. If we're going to be mad at one of them, that's what I'm mad at.
we took
even
Chase Claypool instead of Keanu Benton.
But even then, Jervon Dexter has looked good.
Yeah.
He looks really nice against the run.
It's just your
He's not
entire
getting a
D-line
full snap.
sucks. Like,
Yeah.
kinda.
And then
Billingsley is
I-
fine, but he doesn't, like, move me. He's fine.
He's a fucking nose tackle.
Right.
He doesn't. The only thing he's supposed to move is offensive lineman,
But
and he's
when
doing that.
Dexter's the only guy who looks good. You gotta just leave your tackles on an island. Go, all right, center guard, go get Dexter. Game
Well,
over.
Dexter's not even getting on the
GG.
field that much.
True.
That's the other thing I
But
don't understand.
But when he is, it's really easy to just go, we'll just double him because he's the only one who scares
Mhm.
us.
Yeah. And then that's turned the linebackers pedestrian,
Yeah.
because they've essentially turned Edmonds and Edwards into like glorified QB spies.
Yeah.
Because in this defense, they're supposed to be able to do a lot more, and they don't get to do that when your front four is not getting any pressure to the quarterback. Because you're basically, to put it bluntly, they're asking our linebackers to babysit our front four.
Yeah.
Instead of going out and doing their own thing. And it's so annoying because people don't realize that. So certain idiots that have a big following and may or may not be on a podcast that's related to being hot look at those linebackers and say they're a total liability on the field, when in reality, he just has no fucking clue what their assignment is.
The Bears just need their Danielle Hunter, their Rashawn Gary, their real edge rusher, so that it doesn't matter. When you rush 3, it doesn't matter. You're going to get some pressure. And then
Well, the Bears,
your linebackers got to look
rush
good.
3.
Well, sure. But you know what I mean? Like, you can get away with rushing 4. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about Flus's defense. I'm not going to pretend I do.
You want to know what you need to know about it?
Sup?
It's like going into Ask Madden and running cover 2 every play.
Oh,
it is bad and it's basic, and I hate it.
So
at least the current state.
I need to be worried that the Bears are going to try to hire Flores. Got it.
No, the Bears are going to hire an offensive head coach if Eberflus gets fired.
What's the next game we're talking about?
If.
Yep.
Chiefs Jags. Disappointing game of the year.
Yeah.
Cannot believe this ended 17-9.
Dude,
what garbage.
How many red zone chances for the Jags? Like 24?
It was 4 straight plays. It was 4 straight plays where 4 straight turnovers on 4 straight plays. It was like Chiefs fumble, Jaguars fumble, Chiefs pick, or something like
Jaguars
that.
fumble.
Chiefs pick, Jaguars fumble, I'm pretty sure. It was terrible.
Dude.
Sloppy game all around. The Chiefs, I like them still.
The
but
Chiefs defense looks okay.
I feel the same way I feel about the Eagles, where I'm not sure if they're the outright favorite for their conference, which I don't know if they ever were. It's Mahomes, so they kind of are always in that conversation.
They're the favorite in the way that Brady was always the favorite. Even if you thought another team was better, you go, it'll be the Ravens or like the Chiefs because the Chiefs have Mahomes, so fuck them. That's how that's how it is.
Like Calvin Ridley only had 2 catches in this game, and I don't know.
Kadarius Toney bounced back. He caught 5 passes.
How many did he drop?
I don't know. It doesn't say how many targets he has.
He dropped 0 as far as
I need him to drop 16 this week.
Why? Oh, Bears week. I was like, why are we bullying Kadarius Toney?
I'm sorry, it just has to be this 1 week.
No,
Yes,
Sky Moore
to
can be
victory.
bad.
He's the key to victory.
No, because I like Sky Moore.
Yeah,
Shut Kadarius
but
Toney
I
down,
like
you win the game.
No, Kadarius Toney's about to go off. That's what's gonna happen. Bounce back.
But yeah, I mean, there was not much to talk about in this game. It was a sloppy,
it was bad.
Disappointing game that's between 2 powerhouses who should have just gone at each other, but instead decided to give the ball to each other whenever they felt like it.
Caleb on Chase on sighting. Sorry, he got a sack.
Wow,
that's like his first
Chiefs
one in his
offensive
career,
line
bro.
finally
I'm sorry.
gave it
Didn't the Chiefs bench Jawan Taylor at one point?
Really?
He did, because he kept getting called for false starts with his little move.
Nice.
He couldn't stop doing it, and they had to bench him because he just kept costing
Did
them
Wanya
yards.
Morris get playing time then?
No, they
replaced him with that Prince guy
Niang?
from Africa.
Oh.
Like their international guy.
Prince Tagawanago.
Also,
Yeah, I think he's their international guy. Maybe not. I think he might have gone to college in the U.S., but yeah, they replaced him with a guy with like the coolest football name ever.
I was gonna say he's got the coolest name ever. He's this generation's DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
hey, what about Smoke Monday though?
Good one.
I don't like to smoke on Mondays. No, thank you. I also don't like to smoke on any other days. Smoking's bad for you. Don't do it, kids.
Valid.
We can talk about this one. Packers Falcons. There's a way this game could have ended where I'd be a lot more upset, and that's not the way it ended. So what could have happened is the pass defense could have gotten torched by Desmond Ridder, and the most angry I would have been is if they lost and Bijan Robinson had like 30 yards. That would have been probably the most angry I could have been. But Bijan Robinson's just one of the best running backs in football,
almost had
and our run defense is still our run
total,
defense.
So
So I can't be too mad at it. Bijan Robinson did whatever he wanted, and we still only lost by a point. Jordan Love was good again. I mean, he was sharp.
But the internet needs to pump the brakes on the man.
he's already Rodgers. Chill the fuck out.
The internet needs to pump the brakes on any young quarterback who has a good game. So
True.
that's just how it works.
I mean, fair, but they are going hard on
they're
Jordan.
acting
I
like Love
understand.
had a better week than
It's just
CJ Stroud,
it's
and it
just-
annoys me.
I'm not even saying Love played bad. Love
No.
did not play a bad game of
I just-
football by any means.
No, he played fine.
Yeah, he again, he drove the bus. He was a game manager. And then a guy making what, his fifth career start after sitting for 4 years? Third career start, excuse me. After sitting for 4 years, that's more than a lot of guys would be doing.
True.
Like, props to Jordan Love. I am all for
Also,
praising Jordan Love as much as I hate it.
His receiving core fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another thing. Maybe it doesn't. Because Jaden Reed was good this week. Dontavian Wicks was good this week.
Okay, but Jaden Reed, he had 2 touchdowns.
What are you making that face as if, like, they weren't good this week?
Well,
2 catches for 40 yards. Woo.
I'm not even being an asshole. I'm genuinely asking.
Just praise Roshan Johnson for having 5 carries for something, whatever you for like 32 yards.
True.
First of all, that's him.
Bit.
Second of all, I'm genuinely asking, how did the receivers play? Because I didn't get to watch the full game.
They played good. Dontavian Wicks had their secondary. He was torching them. That one, first play of the game, Love bombed one, and Wicks had them torched. It was a little bit underthrown, PI, whatever. Still got the call. Jaden Reed looked super dynamic as a playmaker. He
had a touchdown on
his touchdown was on the end, a little pop
then,
pass end around thing. I didn't see the second touchdown because I stopped watching the game.
I think it was a red zone touchdown, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Love. I mean, like Love did exactly what he needed to do. Matt LaFleur is a little too conservative for my liking. Not too. I guess too aggressive would be the word. He said a 52-yarder would be too far for Anders Carlson, who hit a 57-yarder in the preseason, and so like I don't know. And he's been good to start the year. I would have taken the cake, and that would have put him in a shot. Yeah, no wind factor. Like, and he's hit a 57-yarder in his career, and he's hitting from like 60 in warm-up. So I don't know why you wouldn't try it. You would risk it. You know,
especially
the defense was
was
great against the pass. Like, Bijan Robinson's going to have his way against any defense in the NFL, pretty much. So I don't really care about that. And the pass defense was good. The pass rush was good. Desmond Ridder, I know they won the football game, but listen, man, if you watch the football game, Ridder, I don't know, man. I'm not so sure about him anymore. In
over
the red
under
zone,
Heineke starting by week 8. We going over or under?
Over. I think he starts by week 13 or something. But I don't know.
Have to start losing games for that to happen.
I don't think they are. When the offense, like when you're playing in games like this, where you should be winning by multiple scores.
I mean, Ridder was bad.
Arthur Smith. He did it to Mariota. Mariota wasn't losing, not last year, but with Ryan Tannehill. He wasn't losing, but it got to the point where he was like, dude, fuck this. Give me the guy who's going to do it.
The only reason why Ridder even had touchdown passes is because Bijan Robinson got them in the red zone, and then he just popped one to Drake London, who's just a big body receiver in the red zone. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. Like, okay. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to sound like I'm just like, the Packers lost, so I must trash talk the other team. Ridder was not good.
No.
I think Bijan Robinson's just really good. I think Arthur Smith is just a really good head coach. Yeah. And those two things, I think, he is a better head coach than Matt LaFleur.
And I think everybody doubted Atlanta's defense. We were all way too low on that defense.
Their defense
it's
is
not great,
good,
but it's good enough. People talked about it like it was going to be one of the worst in the league, and it's really not.
They really missed Christian Watson in this game. I think he would have been a huge factor had he played. And the offensive line, oh man, no. Bakhtiari and Jenkins are both out now, and that is just Rasheed Walker just got absolutely lit up by Lorenzo Carter, and Calais Campbell. Like it was over. They have probably the worst offensive line depth a top 5, top 10 offensive line has ever had. It's crazy.
Okay, you're calling. I was gonna say I don't know if their depth's that bad. You seen Minnesota, but we aren't that good of an O-line to begin with, so it's okay.
I'm saying, like, their offensive line when fully healthy is very, very good, but the depth, injury, it's over. Bakhtiari.
I was ready to jump on it really quick, and then you finished it, and I was like, oh, that's different.
Now we can't. Now he can't even get it. Now he can't even get anything out of him because Rodgers is hurt and he doesn't want to go to New York. So, like, I don't know, man. It's tough. But
speaking of that Bijan fella.
Yeah.
You guys remember when he who shall not be named was lower on him than everybody else because he thought he had this big brain take that like
Yeah.
he wasn't this superstar generational running back?
Yeah. Does anybody remember that before anyone was really talking about the draft, I came out and said Bijan's going to be one of the best running backs in the NFL the day he touched the field?
No.
Yep. I do
Jake
remember
refuses
this.
to let me victory lap, but it's fine. Jake, I was right. It's okay.
No.
Yeah, no, he was right, but it's
Dude.
more fun for me to shit on who's the what's it.
No,
than-
I just like to have people remember that
Yeah.
when we're right and
remember the
Theo's
Alamo?
wrong, that's what's
Yeah.
important here. Because it's quite often.
Hey, listen, while we're remembering things, remember the Alamo.
True.
This next game is one of the few games this week, that went exactly the way it was supposed to. The Bills took care of business against the Raiders by 28. I mean, exactly the way they should have.
Shout out Gregory Rousseau.
Greg Rousseau, man.
That man is so good at the sport of football. And I'm so glad that I bought stock before the season started because he's looked great through 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, he was consistently blowing up the run. I think he had at least a sack. He tipped a pick to Terrell Bernard off the line. He got into the backfield and let Edo Oliver penetrate. Like, oh my God, dude.
Miller.
I
don't know if you saw the tweet, but I do have some bad news about another edge rusher you love and hold dear to your heart.
Whom?
Can you guess Tyree Wilson's pass rush win percentage?
I did see that. I blame the Raiders. They're ruining the
that list was also so incorrect.
That one thing the tweet didn't say was how many snaps he's played. I don't know how many snaps he's played. I don't think I've watched a snap of Raiders football this year.
Was that tweet just about edge rushers? By the way,
Jalen Carter was on it.
Carter was on it.
Because Ivan, unless it's just like a minimum snap count thing, Ivan Pace is the highest in the NFL right now at pass rush win rate. So
yeah, pass rush win rate and pass block win rate.
Yeah,
I hate to break it to everybody out there. They're not real stats.
But I also need them to be because I get a victory lap Ivan Pace.
They're not real stats. No. I'm sorry. You
No.
can victory lap Ivan Pace for the fact that he's looked really good.
Turn on the game. He's incredible.
Yeah.
He had one bad play and it bugged me. The angle on the one Swift touchdown hurt me. He should have hit him there and it bugged me.
Pass rush win rate and pass block win rate are not real statistics. Please stop using them. They make me want to die. They're very bad.
So I got 2 questions for you about this Bills game. Well, not questions. First, shout out to James Cook for being the only good Cook running back in the NFL.
He is the only good Cook.
I didn't know if that was true. I was sure I was going to forget like a defensive player that's last name is Cook. Oh, Brandon Cooks also exists, so I don't know.
That's not Cook. That is a multiple Cooks.
That's true. But James Cook,
dude from the Chiefs. Isn't his last name Cook? Safety? Brian Cook?
Oh, yeah, true. So, yeah.
But
Only good Cook running back in the NFL. Played
Jared
awesome.
Cook was also pretty good.
True. And is Josh Jacobs bad? Because he had one good year last year, but was never that good before it, and ran for -2 yards.
I mean,
yesterday.
I know this was the case last year too, but he's certainly not getting any help from the men up front. And
hell, I even saw Yaakov didn't have a great game.
He also doesn't. He also doesn't play for a head coach who knows how to scheme a run game properly, most likely.
True, but Zamir White and Trey Tucker both had like decent days running the ball. Josh Jacobs had 9 carries and went -yards yards.
But let's be real. Who's expecting Trey Tucker running the football?
Is the problem that Josh Jacobs switched from 28 to 8? Is that what caused the downfall?
Maybe. Could be. Single digits, man. Madison, Cook.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm just saying.
So it did help James Cook. He wasn't good in 28 last year. Switched to 4 and now he's great.
Well, James Cook is young.
Yeah, plus no running back has ever worn 28 looked good. and played good and been good. Oh, you're right. I'm forgetting about Willie Gallimore.
You are. Respect
Bears
him,
legend, Hall of Famer.
please. Thank you.
Number-
AJ
I'm gonna have a
Dillon.
stroke.
Respect AJ Dillon.
AJ Dillon actually
Um,
kind of sucks now, dude.
Does, yeah.
He was never that good to begin with.
I want Cam Akers. I want Cam Akers.
Dude,
Give me
This is
Cam.
how
The reason
down bad
AJ
Packers
Dillon-
fans are.
Dude,
want Cam.
I want
don't
Cam
care.
Akers, actually,
I
though.
want Cam Akers.
Imagine wanting running back help.
Imagine
Me.
having an offensive coordinator who could call a real NFL play one time.
Doesn't matter. I have running backs.
Doesn't matter.
Anything else to say about Raiders Bills before we move on to
Jimmy
Jacob
Garoppolo.
Johnson had a bad game and it made me sad.
Jimmy G's bad. When Aiden O'Connell start?
Yeah.
Whenever they give up this facade, of
He looked
potentially
good in
winning
the
football
preseason.
games.
I want to
I
see him
can't
cook.
wait.
Mostly, I
can't
just
wait
want to
until
know if
week
he's
12.
good or not.
POV, it's week 8, and DTR and Aiden O'Connell were both starting for their respective teams.
I would be. Do the Browns and the Raiders play
Best
each other this
timeline.
year?
Best timeline. I'm not even a DTR fan, and I think
No.
that's the best timeline.
The
don't think
Raiders
they
play the
do.
Steelers, so maybe they play the Browns.
Could be
Let's
an
go
outside.
Hold
Aiden
on.
O'Connell versus Mitch Trubisky. That is cinema.
True. No. Well, that would be cinema.
Dude, my heart almost stopped.
I have a
when
genuine
thought
question.
Trubisky was coming in.
A genuine question.
Probably should have.
Why can't the NFL? Why can't all 32 teams just agree to start their backups for 1 week? Every single one of them.
That would be
Be
pretty
like,
funny.
we're gonna start our backup quarterbacks, and we're gonna see who wins these football games.
Why
Just think
can't
it'd be
Just
funny.
do it the first week of the season when they don't
Yeah,
matter.
I think it'd be funny.
Why can't the NFL just let teams wear whatever the fuck uniform they want to, whenever the fuck they
I
want
think
to?
I think
Why do
the
you-
NFL,
why does it have to be
Color
predetermined?
matchups would
I
make
think the
me-
NFL should have
No,
a separate regular
But they
season
don't
with a
care about the matchups. They make sure it's bad. Did we not see the preseason game, the Lions versus the Panthers, where it was the ugliest thing on the field? Anytime the Jaguars play the Dolphins, no thought goes into the uniform matchups to begin with. So let's just let them wear whatever the fuck
Here's
they
my
want, whenever
idea.
the fuck they want
No,
to.
My idea.
if teams started wearing color versus color, I would hate life.
I
It'd
think
be
there should
better than
be-
what we get half
I
the
think
time.
there should be a second NFL regular season that happens at the same time as the first one. That's just the entire second string, and so there's 2 Super Bowls.
Jake,
one of them
boy,
the backup Super
boy, do
Bowl.
I have a great announcement for you. There are these things called the XFL and the USFL
No,
that
no,
are
no,
about
no.
to merge.
I'm saying I want to see. No, I'm
It's
saying
pretty
I
much
want
the
to.
same
I
thing.
want to see Gardner Minshew throwing to like. I don't know who their like 5th string wide receiver is
Laquan
all
Treadwell.
year, literally.
Let's go!
But yeah, let's talk about a game that did not go the way it should have. What happened? How did the Titans
Brandon
beat the
Staley.
Chargers?
They did what?
Crazy. Another overtime victory, and Justin Herbert threw for 305 and 2 touchdowns,
How
and
did you
they
not
still
know this?
lost the football game.
Because I was so zoned out after the Bears game, dude.
This isn't the year that
Still out
Derrick
of it.
Henry regresses. Not yet, at least.
So
He's
Well, I
still
mean,
doing
he had
his thing.
25 carries for 80 yards. I don't know if...
He's fine, whatever.
no, listen, free Justin Herbert. Bring him home to the Chi-Town.
Yeah, I mean, like, listen.
At what point do we just fire Staley, though?
Yeah,
Yesterday.
You gave
We should've done this
27
years
points
ago.
to Ryan Tannehill, bro.
We should
What
have
do we
done
do?
this.
The Chargers really don't have a run game without Eckler as much as we make fun of him. Like, their second leading receiver was Darius Davis,
You mean Rusher?
and their rusher, and their 4th leading rusher was Mike Williams, and
Go back.
so, and their 3rd was Elijah Dotson, who wears 42. I don't know if he's a running back or a fullback, but
Not a fullback. That's
so Elijah
what are you-
Dotson was their 3rd, and he only had 6 yards.
See, what,
So-
you know who was on the roster the last time the Chargers won a football game that isn't now?
Andrew Horvath, yeah.
Xander Horvath.
I have a
Coincidence? I'm tweeting this right
I
now.
have a question
actually.
for you two who may have watched more Chargers football this year than I do. Where is Quentin Johnston, and why is he
He's not on the
catching
field.
footballs?
Like,
this is,
he's actually
this
just
is-
not on the field.
Wait, yeah, hold up. Me and Miller can victory lap this one.
I don't know if you can, though. I think he got 1 snap and had 1 catch.
I wonder why.
I don't know. When you're 1 for 1, I don't know what the issue is here. Other
Justin
than
Ross was one for one too.
But like, this is also the thing, though. Is it trash practices, or do I get a victory lap Kellen Moore because their offense isn't that fucking good? Like, it's actually not.
I don't think anybody on this podcast believed in Kellen Moore. Did I?
You guys said it was an upgrade. Yeah, I know Miller
It is an
did.
upgrade over Joe Lombardi.
It's not. It's the same offense. Nothing changed. Not a single thing.
Who is Stone Smart, and how did he get a 24-yard
now, Herbert
catch?
doesn't look that good. That's the thing that's changed. Herbert's regressed.
Kenneth Murray sighting. Putting that out there. He got a sack.
Yeah, because EK's hurt.
He got a sack. Anything happened? Dude. Ryan Tannehill completed 20 passes in this game.
He was 20 of 24. Dude's the best quarterback in football.
Over, dude.
This is hey, Tyjae Spears averaged 6.1 yards per carry in this game though. So
that's not saying much.
Spears.
Brandon Staley has like incredible defensive players, yet has the worst defense in football. I don't understand.
Well, J.C. Jackson's bad, so don't count him as one of those players.
See, but J.C. Jackson,
sucks.
I don't know if he's that bad. Like, I'm not saying he's J.C. Jackson. I am. Dude, this is the worst. Dude, Staley's so bad. He's fighting right now with every coach for the Bears for worst in the league. They're slugging it out. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't.
But yeah, this game sucked. Titans beating the Chargers sucks.
Yeah.
Another game, a lot closer than we expected it to be. Rams held on and only lost by 7 to the Niners here.
The Rams aren't that bad. It's weird.
No,
but I don't
don't
get it.
I'm assuming Stafford throwing 2 picks is just due to the fact that he's playing the 49ers. But
dude, Stafford's still incredible.
Puka.
Also, Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell are like
147 yards for Puka Nacua.
It's Nacua.
You literally said it right and then said it wrong 4 words later.
No, I didn't. I didn't say his last name. I just said Puka.
Puka
Puka Nacua, 147. Kyron Williams is better than Cam Akers. I still want Cam Akers, though.
It's some of the rookies that are stepping up for the...
Listen, man.
That's what the Rams needed, right? They needed some of the young guys to, like, be those guys, and they are. Kyron Williams looks awesome.
Listen, man. All I know is that I saw some serious Brock Purdy praise after this game. I didn't watch it. I don't know if he was good. He didn't throw any touchdowns.
He was doing what Purdy does. He was executing.
Yeah. So they only beat the Rams by 7. So the Rams are either really good.
The Rams are legit, dude. Their defense is holding its own.
If they get Cooper Kupp back, they might make some noise. Like, actually.
Having a healthy Stafford, like, matters.
Yeah.
It's almost like Matt Stafford's one of the 10 best quarterbacks in football.
It's almost like we said, if the elbow was, like, real again, they could be good.
Also, Puka for O'Roy.
As of right now, yeah. Gotta be.
So, yeah.
Bijan
him and Bijan.
Yeah, Bijan. Zay Flowers and Jordan Addison both also look good, though. This actually might be a race this year, which is different.
Yeah.
I regret so hard, and this is going to sound like such a hindsight take, but I promise it's not. I regret so hard not letting myself put Puka higher in my position rankings than I did. And I've had this issue with a couple players this year that I was like a big fan of, but I got scared when I saw the consensus was lower than I was, so I like kind of watered down my thoughts on these players, like him and Roschon Johnson and Ivan Pace a little bit, just a little bit. I'm not gonna like victory lap Ivan Pace or something. I'm just saying, like, I liked him a little bit more than I let on.
Yeah.
You also had to play the devil's advocate of our group, because I'm out here pounding the table for Ivan Pace. But
Roschon and Puka are the main two.
Yeah.
Because when I watched Puka at BYU, I was like, this kid's a 2nd-round pick. But then I saw people be lower on him, and you factor in him coming off a big injury. It's like, yeah, he's going to go a little bit lower. I think I landed on him in the 4th round, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember.
But I fucking love Puka, dude. He's so good. And Roshan and Tyjae Spears both. I'm not going to lie. If I could go back, I would have put them both over Jahmyr Gibbs in my draft rankings. I probably would end up wrong, but I don't care. I liked them more in college than I did Gibbs.
There's a reason Jahmyr wasn't the leading rusher after Monty got hurt.
Yeah.
Somebody else got more carries. Jahmyr might not be that guy.
Yeah.
It's almost like you shouldn't have picked him at 8 or 12 or wherever you picked him.
You have to wonder. But
also, before we move on, I do want to point out one thing.
Do it.
And I'm pulling from NinersNation.com, a wonderful article they made about the personnel usage in San Francisco.
Oh, no.
And each little bit has a subheading. And I want to bring up the subheading, and then I'll read off the numbers. The subheading reads, Shanahan squeezing every ounce out of juice. And I love that.
Nice.
Because the 49ers right now are leading the NFL in 21 personnel usage, with 59% of their offensive snaps coming out of 21 personnel. I want to kiss Kyle Shanahan right now, dude. I love the 49ers.
Let's not act like that's a new feeling.
So much. It's not, but I want to kiss him harder now, okay?
Yeah.
Listen, every man has their hall pass. Kyle Shanahan is mine. No. I love what the Niners offense.
Are we going to get into that now or no?
No. We don't have time to get into this.
No, we don't.
We can't talk about those hall passes.
We got to move on. We got to move on.
Yeah, I'm not going to go crazy.
We also don't have time to talk about Kyle Juszczyk.
Oh, I just want to say, we have seen more Juszczyk at tight end and wide receiver this year, and that makes me so happy.
What do?
They're cooking with. Whoop-de-doo. He's better than every player on the Green Bay Packers.
Valid.
Name one player better.
Hey, Clark.
Who? Defensive tackle?
Alexander.
Not a real position.
Jair
Jair's a Jair's a punk. Josiah DeGuara is a mediocre fullback, and Kenny Clark is just fat. So ratio.
Bro just ratioed him live.
Let's talk about the Giants and the Cardinals.
The Giants suck. Like, actually, they're awful.
Hot take. Giants suck.
I don't think it is. Hot take. Josh Dobbs is better than Daniel Jones.
Okay.
Actually, though.
I can't hop on this agenda.
Go watch them both play. Yes,
I'm not letting this. I'm not
that's
letting
the other
this
thing.
slide.
I didn't watch this game, so I don't get to see. I haven't seen the side by side, but I can't hop on this agenda in my heart of hearts this moment.
I have to, because Danny Dimes is awful. He did have 2 nice throws to Jalen Hyatt, though.
Who caught 2 passes for 89 yards, and that was his day.
Jalen Hyatt sucks.
Best receiver on the Giants, so that tells you something.
Michael Wilson sighting. Michael Wilson sighting.
Michael Wilson sighting. We're so back.
3 catches for 56 yards from Michael Wilson.
What did Greg Dortch have?
Greg Dortch
didn't see
had
a snap. He actually did not see a snap.
0 catches, no yards.
It's over.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's bad.
No, like I was listening to a thing earlier. He did not play a snap.
Yeah, dude, fire the Cardinals.
Fire the Cardinals.
No, but I don't want to talk anymore about this game, man.
So I don't want to talk about the game. We all might have been wrong about Jonathan Gannon.
I was right.
Oh, were you? Were you on the Gannon train?
I said that. I don't think I ever hated the hire as much as either of you guys from the first place. But I said leading up to the season after the preseason that I thought that he was just going to have the defense in really good shape and they were going to be really scrappy on defense and be kind of good despite lack of talent. And they are.
The culture change was huge, dude.
Yeah. And even the offense is playing with like a fire under them, which for a tanking team is weird to see. They have fire in their guts.
Yeah.
Officially, they officially have fire in their guts, as he said. But I don't know if he's still going to be a great coach in the NFL, but he certainly is a lot better than I think people expected him to be. I'm psyching both.
Oh no, whatever.
We don't have time for one of your
what
side
does Miller
takes.
want? We have time.
Amari DeMercado had more snaps than Greg Dortch. It's so
Who?
over, dude.
That's exactly that. That's the point.
I know
That's
that.
the point. Nobody knows.
It's so over.
The Cowboys are one of the best teams in football.
Yes, they are.
Are the Jets stupid? Well, I guess
Yeah.
we do know who their OC is. Why is Brees Hall getting 4 carries?
Because they
Terrorism? Like, I
Why
don't
is
know, dude.
Dalvin Cook getting more carries than Brees Hall?
Domestic terrorism. I'm telling you.
Also, Dalvin
something
Cook
going on.
averaging 1.8 yards a carry. But yeah, I was wrong for saying he was washed. Yeah. Idiots.
Also, Ashton Davis had
The safety.
half of Brees Hall's rushing yards in this game. I don't know why they gave him the football or why he was in an offense, but he had half of Brees Hall's yards this game for some
Also,
reason.
Zach Wilson bad.
Yeah, sorry, guys, it's over. No more.
Nothing changed. Zach
Rico
Wilson's still
Dowdle.
Zach Wilson.
Rico Dowdle. I got nothing else to say about this game.
No.
We knew it was going to happen. Cowboys one of the best teams in football. The Jets have Zach Wilson. It's over. Sam Howell and the Commanders barely escaped the Broncos after a miracle Hail Mary that resulted in a.
So good.
He was
Dude,
good. He was
Both
good.
quarterbacks impressed me in this game. Russ is back, dude.
I can't believe they didn't convert that. Would have been such a good game to go to overtime, but
And
a
then
crazy way to lose a football game.
the Broncos defense now sucks. Also, I love this. Maybe Eric Bieniemy was more important than we all thought. The Chiefs' offense isn't Chiefs' offense, and the Commanders have one of the best offenses in football right now. Eric Bieniemy is that dude, and I'm so happy.
Future Bears head coach Eric Bieniemy.
Honestly, I kind of hope so, for the sake of
Offensive
Justin Fields.
mind, not going to be an OC for much longer.
No
Washington
shot.
keeps us up.
It
so.
also bugs me because I still really wanted him to be the coach in Minnesota. We should have done it. I'm sad.
Also,
Kevin
I just
O'Connell's
wanna throw
good, but
out
I love
there-
EB.
that 2-point conversion play, I haven't seen anyone else acknowledge it because no one else but me would acknowledge it.
Sure.
He sent Michael Burton on like a vertical route on that play. I think that's really funny.
I think it's really funny. Yeah. That's a funny image in my head. Yeah, Sam Howell, good. Russell Wilson, good. Broncos defense, bad, question mark.
Dude,
It's almost
Vance
like
Joseph
keeping
might be a
Ejiro
problem.
Evero. It's almost like keeping Ejiro Evero should have been like a top priority.
can't
I
believe
love
it didn't-
Rex
yeah.
Ryan victory lapping this though, because he was the second guy in the running for that job, and he's like, if I had this defense, they wouldn't be a problem. They have some of the best players in this league. The defense wouldn't be what cost you these games. I promise. It's like, dude, now I kind of want to see Rex Ryan right now. Fire Vance Joseph, bring back Rex Ryan. I want to see it.
Dolphins Patriots ended in probably the funniest way it possibly could have, with Cole Strange almost advancing the football for a first down on fourth down. That was cool.
Dude, can I gotta be the special teams guy for a second because that's me. Can we talk
blocked field
about
goal
that
was
blocked
sick.
field goal?
What
But
a
like
play.
not
dude.
watching,
The guy
he
is
didn't
just
watch
all
the
the way off.
snapper. He's
Watch the
just
holder.
watching the holder for the same
Timed it
thing every
perfectly.
holder does. The check with the kicker. All right, we're ready. On the exhale, he's like, I'm gone.
Other than the Patriots have had a bad special teams unit in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Dude,
Never.
yeah, leave it to Belichick to scheme something like that up and blow everybody's minds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
People can question
dude-
Belichick all they want over whatever. If there's one thing that man knows, it's special teams. God damn it!
Who the hell was the guy who
There's a reason why
blocked it?
Matthew Slater's been on the team for so long.
It was,
It was-
white man number 467, who ironically someone on my Patriots team preview brought up as a special teamer, and we
Dude.
were just kind of like, okay.
That's the thing, though. Give him his credit, because to do that, you had to
It was,
watch so much tape to get that cadence
Brendan
right.
Schooler.
Brendan
was
Schooler.
his name.
Yep.
Shout out, dude.
Shout out
That
to
was
Brendan
fucking
Schooler
awesome.
say-
for that blocked
You
field
could say
goal.
he's schooled
Yeah,
He,
dude, that was incredible.
He did.
in
He did.
Miami.
That was
Also,
incredible.
Can we give Gonzo his flowers?
Oh, yeah.
For
Good.
cooking against Tyreek Hill?
I didn't think we'd need
Good,
to,
good,
but-
good. He's good.
I don't care. I
Fair.
do too,
Gonzalez
because I have
is
so
really
much
good.
riding on his rookie year.
Yeah,
Said
fair.
some rather extreme things in the offseason.
We all
But
did.
they haven't aged terribly
Guys.
yet.
No.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I don't think Mac Jones is as bad as people think he is.
He still
I
is.
don't either.
Once he shows me he has more arm strength than my left arm, I'll give him some
listen,
credit.
listen, man. Me saying that he's better than people think he is doesn't mean I think he's good. It just means I think he's better than people think he is. Because the consensus
I think
is
he's better than a
10
bottom 5
quarterback in the
quarterback.
I'm
NFL,
also just really
and he is
mad
not a
because
bottom
I've seen
10 quarterback
people
in the NFL.
literally saying he's better than Kirk Cousins recently.
Well, that's
It's
just
not.
And it's
absurd.
That's
freaking-
ridiculous.
Every time a Patriots fan
I'm not
talks
talking
about
about
Mac Jones,
any
I
kind of
push him farther down
comparison.
my rankings.
I'm not talking
Just-
about anything.
it annoys me.
I'm not talking about comparing him to anybody. I'm just saying
He's
he
not
is better
bottom
than the
5, but he's
general
not
He's a
NFL
top 20
consensus of
quarterback.
him.
He's a top
Top
20
20
quarterback.
quarterback. I would say
Probably.
yes. I think he's better than 12 quarterbacks in the NFL currently.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think he's
But
better
he
than,
was
like,
making some nice
15
throws.
quarterbacks.
I don't
He was
know
making
about
some.
that.
He was making some throws
I'd
on
have
the
to sit down
run.
and actually think
He was
about
good.
it,
But
Well, you'd
yeah.
be putting him over a lot of rookies is where it then becomes an issue.
Right.
And like I'm betting
Mac
on
Jones.
Richardson and Stroud and Young
shout
every
out,
day.
shout out Tua. So one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
Tua's
He's been
cooked.
good.
Tattooed
So-
Tua's a different beast, man.
Well,
I
wanna
also
read
love
a-
that he
a
went to
quote.
like
Learning how to fall
WWE
to,
Performance Center and fucking learned how to fall. Incredible. Way
wanna
to
read a
realize
quote
your
I
flaws
read today.
and go figure it out.
Shout out my boy Tyler DeSena for posting this. He says, and I quote, "All quarterbacks can drop back 7 steps and hit a house with the ball. Some of them can hit the door. A few can even hit the doorknob. Tua can hit the keyhole." That is a quote from Brian Dable about Tua
Okay.
Tagovailoa. I think that is incredible.
I don't think
love
it's
that.
wrong. My
It's
complaint
not.
with
No,
him has
it's
always
very
been arm
accurate, yeah.
strength. It's
Tua
still like
might be the
twice
most-
as good as Mac Jones. but-
Remember when the NFL community giggled when Tyreek said he was more accurate than Mahomes?
Yeah, I kind of giggled, but that's
Still think
'Cause I
he's
still
not as
went-
accurate as Mahomes.
I don't know if I'd say
Yeah.
he's as accurate as Mahomes, but he's a top 3
Tua.
most accurate
I was gonna say
quarterback in
Tua
football.
feels to me
Yeah.
genuinely he just feels like Cuzzo. They're the same
Really?
dude.
I
but
get Drew Brees from Tua.
I'm also higher on Cuzzo than you are.
Yeah.
Not by like a lot.
Drew
Which doesn't
Brees?
mean no. I said than you are, you weirdo.
Oh, I don't dislike Cuzzo.
No, but I mean I'm
on
still
the
higher
Cuzzo-
than you are. I'm not saying he's like a top 5 quarterback. I'm not dumb.
I think Cuzzo's like top 12.
I still stand by he's a top 10 guy, but so is Tua. I think they're the
Oh,
same like type of guy where they're just super accurate, are just going to kind of work within the flow. Don't ask them to do too much. You can't ask them to be Mahomes.
Yeah.
But if
Sure.
you give
Although-
them their time and just run this offense, they're going to be the best in football. And
Tua's
right now,
learning how to improvise.
true. But like, look at it right now. Who technically are the 2 best quarterbacks in football in like every measurable? Cuzzo and Tua.
Yeah.
Also, Miami's defense so beautiful, which
Yeah.
Vic Fangio,
They're good.
that's football.
They're good.
Alec Ingold, so good at football. I love that
They're
Mike
good.
We're
McDaniel's
gonna
using him correctly again.
We're gonna have to start posting 2 episodes a week.
Yeah. I mean, we're gonna have to do a
Anyways.
rapid fire pick segment
We
again.
gotta
this
rapid
week.
fire the Monday night games. Did
Well,
either
that's
of
fair.
you
No one
watch
cares
Panthers
about that.
Saints?
Yes.
Okay, what are your thoughts?
Bad football.
Okay.
Bad
happened?
football. Nothing. Other than Michael Thomas is back.
Dubs.
But we knew.
Love
We
that.
knew that.
Okay.
Him and Olave are really good. Great wide receiver duo. Carr's sustainable. Bryce Young's a franchise quarterback. Blah blah blah. All that good
Also,
stuff.
we need to. We need to
Also,
have
can I poke
conversations
fun about Bryce Young lining up behind the guard? Because everybody bullied
That's funny.
Cuzzo for it, so
Yeah.
I gotta bring it up.
Bryce did it.
Yeah. So
Here's
it was
the
in
thing.
shotgun. He lined up wrong, and he didn't even look down. So I don't know if he knew he was lined up wrong.
I think it was. I think
Like,
it
he
was
was
Tommy
still
Tremble.
checking, and
Tommy
fucking
Tremble or whoever was in the
Miles
whoever was in the
Sanders just
backfield
shoves
with
him.
Yeah, he just kind of like tapped him on the shoulder. And
Miles
just went,
Sanders just like over there. Okay,
and
we're good.
yeah, Brown Steelers moment of silence.
Like it wasn't underneath center the wrong guy like Cuzzo was. It was in shotgun. He just walked back,
Yeah.
looked at his tight end, who he must have thought was his right tackle. Just weird lineup. Just stood behind the guard, started checking over here, and just got moved over. He never even looked down then. He was just like, all right, I guess I
honestly,
go
want
here
to
now.
throw out. Real quick, I just want to throw out conversations are also going to need to be had about number 19 in Carolina. I'm afraid
They don't.
They've already been. They've been had since the preseason, brother.
I said this, dude.
I'm just saying it's worse than I thought.
It's exactly what I thought.
It's worse than I thought.
It's exactly what I thought. Because Jordan Addison already is what we lost. Like what we didn't have is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, Adam Thielen looks like Pat Ricard out there running routes. It's really bad.
He lost any speed he had, so it doesn't matter how good you can run your route when I can keep up with you.
Remember when Rico knew that he was better than DJ Moore? It was a fun time.
Well, if it was 2017 Adam Thielen, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You could argue.
Yeah.
Well, Brown Steelers, can we just...
Dude, Deshaun is so bad, and I'm so happy.
Oh, I was going to open up with a moment of silence for Nicholas Jamal Chubb.
Oh.
Who might not ever play football again.
Dude. That looked so bad.
Yeah.
Fuck you to everyone who posted the replay. You suck.
I didn't want to see it, but it just came across my Twitter feed.
Also, fuck you to everybody who's, like, calling for Minka Fitzpatrick to die.
Yeah, also
That's
on
a thing?
Also,
because he did it on purpose. He's a piece of shit.
And that one
Minka
guy
got
who
hospitalized
posted the
yeah, and there were literally Browns fans saying, "I hope he doesn't get out of the hospital."
and the guy who posted the Ken Dorsey video from the Dolphins game where he just goes ballistic after they went incomplete and saying fantasy owners after the Nick Chubb injury. I'm just like, brother, this is okay.
Who cares about fantasy, dude? We might never see Nick Chubb play.
It's a very
again.
sad thing, but it's even more depressing to linger around such a terrible injury. Point being, prayers up for Nick Chubb. I'm hoping we see him on the football field again at some point. TJ Watt's the best defensive player on the planet.
Number 4.
Yes.
TJ Watt's the best defensive player on the planet.
Also,
and Deshaun Watson sucks. Those are my two takeaways.
Dude, the first play of the game, Deshaun in a clean pocket. Misses a 4-yard throw. That was a bad throw, but the way that ended is so hilarious to me because he gets hit, ball pops out, Minka catches it. He gets hit by the receiver who was falling. Ball pops out, Alex Highsmith catches it to the house.
Yeah,
I've never seen hot potato
to
like
win this game. Yeah, the Browns played a super sloppy game on offense.
Yeah, and can we acknowledge how horrible Najee Harris is at football?
Jalen Warren's so much better.
No, but I didn't realize until last night how soft he is. I knew he was bad.
I've been saying this. He's a bruiser who's afraid of contact.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Last night, I'm just saying, last night I saw it with my own eyes for the first time, like really registered it.
Yeah.
Because first of all, there was a play where it was like 3rd and 3, and they tried to run him to the outside, and he was trying to run around contact. It's like, dude, you're 236 pounds. Put your shoulder down. And then the goal line play where he tried to dive, got hit by a linebacker, and just went, oh, whoops, and fumbled the football. Like, what are we doing? For a 236-pound power back. It's somebody. Jalen Warren better.
Can Kenny Pickett throw?
He throws better than Trubisky. That's all I know.
I've never seen.
Not again.
I've never. No. Here's the thing. I don't know of another NFL quarterback who misses a 20-yard down the field throw by 5 yards because it
Mitch
bounces
Trubisky did multiple times.
Dude,
he would.
Kenny Pickett might be in the running with Mac Jones for like weakest arm in football. It's like Tebow levels of bad. Like I don't get it.
It's Tebow.
Kenny Pickett is not the answer for the Steelers. I'm afraid.
Only week 2. I won't backtrack on this take until
this isn't. It's not like he's a rookie. This isn't the first time we've seen him play football.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
This is rookie season. Matt Canada's his offensive coordinator is rookie season. This is real rookie season.
The amount of times I've seen the South Park song "Blame Canada" played on TikTok after Monday is very funny.
All right, we've got 30 minutes. We got to cook our week 3 predictions.
We don't need 30. We need 10.
Yeah, we can rapid fire these. Because I'm tired.
Let me find my picks.
I don't even have them. I'm going off the dome.
The New York Giants versus the San Francisco 49ers on Thursday Night Football. Give me the Niners in a 40-point blowout. Give me the Niners. Yes. Oh, wait. I gotta open the Google Doc. Hold up.
What are you
This
giggling
isn't
about?
even fair, dude.
It's a real bad look.
Oh yeah, and without Saquon?
No, actually, Dayball has officially listed him as a game time decision.
Dude,
No.
he's talking out of his ass.
Dude,
to be.
if they'd have to
Competitive
force
advantage.
Saquon to play. Not okay. Also, now we got to see how good Eric Gray is. No, this is not me rooting for a Saquon injury. Like, keep him out so he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, that's not me being a weirdo.
So I'm assuming we're clean sweep with the Niners here.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Falcons Lions. Give
Give me
me the
Atlanta.
boys from Michigan.
Oh my God. Give me Atlanta, bro. Who's stopping Bajan?
Lim McNeil is stopping.
If Kenny
Bijan
Clark
Robinson.
couldn't do it, Lim McNeil ain't doing it.
You're right. Maybe no.
Are
I'm
you
taking
serious, my
Lions.
brother?
Chargers.
Dude, this is the loser leaves town game. It feels
Yeah.
like it.
This is
Hey,
ass, dude.
Hey guys, this is a very rare thing you're gonna hear me say this season. Look at the Vikings.
Yeah, dude, give me the Vikings. That Chargers defense is atrocious. It's so bad.
I am picking the
Also,
Vikings.
Dalton
Yeah,
Reisner,
also.
that's gonna. So here's what I think happens: Darisaw doesn't play. So I hate this. Ed Ingram's still gonna start because Ollie Udo, our backup tackle, got hurt. Ezra Cleveland, who played tackle in college, is gonna get bumped to left tackle. Reisner's gonna start at left guard. And then once
I don't care
Darisaw
about
comes
all
back, Ed Ingram out. Ezra and Dalton.
All I know is the Vikings have CJ Ham, the Chargers have nobody.
That's true.
Vikings by $1 billion.
True. CJ Ham, my goat. Hopefully we're allowed to run the ball so he gets on the field a little more. Though he does get on the field in pass plays, just not
Saints
as often.
Packers.
Saints.
Packers.
Give me the Saints.
Hit the Packers here. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of have this feeling, unless Miller's going to be uber realistic, we're all going to pick our teams to go undefeated this year. I think that's just how that goes.
I picked the Bears week 1.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Oh no.
I'm picking the Vikings every week. That's what I do. They're my team. I don't care.
Wow, don't spoil it.
I'm spoiling it. I did the
You don't have to
same
listen to
thing
any other
last year.
episode of this podcast now.
Spoiler alert.
But yeah, give me the Saints.
Trevor Lawrence versus CJ Stroud.
The Jaguars.
Dude, the
Take-
Jaguars
Big
need a
bounce back
bounce
week.
back. Bad.
This is a good bounce back opportunity for them.
Mhm.
I will say that. Give me them.
Did Jake die? Oh,
Yeah.
he actually might have. Miller, we got to stall for time.
No,
Oh, is he back? No. Is it? What is happening? Miller, you have to speak to stall for time.
This is my stalling for
No,
time.
but
deaths.
Miller, it's a podcast that can't have dead air. You have to talk.
You're the one talking. I'm
Oh
entertaining
no,
the viewers.
I have to just ramble.
Guys,
Is Jake
I'm
back?
here. I'm
okay.
here. Guys, I'm here.
We were
I'm
just
here.
stalling for
You guys
time.
can
You're
stop.
good. Go ahead.
Where are we at?
You did Texans.
Broncos,
Jags.
Dolphins. Jazz clean sweep. I cut
Yes.
out Jazz clean sweep.
Jags.
Okay. So that in that case, then we are at
Dolphins.
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 I'm
Easily.
going to take Dolphins.
If that Broncos defense
did-
plays like they did against Sam Howell, the Dolphins might put up 100. Not gonna lie.
Let's go. Alec Ingold will get a touchdown then.
Probably like 99-yard rushing touchdown.
It would be
Sean
so.
Watson versus Ryan Tannehill.
Give me the Titans.
Battle of ass. Yeah, dude, the Browns are the
taking the Browns
reason
here.
I'm mad. So I'm never. I refuse. Give me the Titans. Hate the Browns.
Okay.
What's
Those
next?
Commanders
Ooh.
in
The Commanders.
in Washington,
Give me the Commanders.
sold out. I'm taking the Bills.
Yeah, give me the Bills.
Sam Howell, ride or die.
You might die. What about Gregory
That is a whole-
Rousseau?
I love
True.
Gregory, but
He's gonna
unfortunately,
murder
Sam Howell. Sam Howell over
The
that other guy.
El
current
Bozo.
moment in this matchup is Gardner Minshew versus Lamar Jackson.
Oh well, Ravens by 1 billion
Yeah,
and a half.
give me the Ravens.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the Patriots and the Jets.
Patriots.
I am still gonna take the Jets because of that defense.
I'm taking the Patriots because of that
I'm
defense.
gonna take the Patriots because Zach Wilson.
I mean, fair.
Gonzo's
Yeah.
gonna have like 17 picks.
Dude, at what point do you call literally any free agent quarterback ever? Like,
It'll be pretty soon.
actually,
if I had to
Kaepernick
guess.
might be better. Not even a ha-ha funny. Dude, Zach Wilson, dude, we might be better. Throw any of us out there and it might be better.
I'm just saying, Kaepernick hasn't played pro football in 5 years. I'm not.
Yeah.
What do you think Zach Wilson's playing? That's not pro football.
It's closer to what Kaepernick's done in the past 5 years.
That's fair.
Kaepernick was also bad as last year, but no one ever wants to talk about that.
No, I do acknowledge that, but I don't care.
I'm just saying
In this
most people
scenario, in this
don't. I'm still
actually, if
taking
I was
Zach
gonna push for a quarterback, like a narrative, I'd want it to be
Teddy.
Cam.
Wilson.
Teddy's on a team. You have to trade for
yeah,
him.
he's-
I do.
Detroit.
I do know that we don't like a certain talking head, but he does have a good point about Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
So I would
No,
bring in
Andy Dalton.
honestly.
Andy Dalton, Teddy,
Um,
any of those type of guys make a ton of sense.
Yeah. Panthers
Fitzpatrick out of
Seahawks.
retirement.
Yeah, honestly, need some Fitzmagic. Panthers Seahawks. Give me Seattle, please and thank you.
Yeah,
Need Carolina to continue to lose.
the Bears really want to have the first and second overall picks.
It's gonna be so funny when that happens. If they take a quarterback with their second pick, they don't take
Dude,
a receiver. They pick
Right
an edge.
now, we're on pace for the picks to be like Cardinals, Bears, Cardinals, Bears.
Yeah.
It's gonna be incredible.
Well,
Shout out Nicole.
Big-
She will be eating on draft night if that's
True.
the case.
speaking of the Bears, they're playing the Chiefs this week. So who do we got? I got the Chiefs.
We're
Getsy
so
and
back.
Arrow. Oh my god.
We're so back, dude.
Oh man.
I'm
he's doing
sorry.
it.
Give me Mahomes. Give me
Yeah, I'm
Chris
taking
Jones to just like murder.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, you
This
might want to
one's
throw that
so
away.
bad.
The orange helmets make the Bears the worst team in football. They wear the orange helmets. They're
We're
just bad.
So back.
They won't be wearing the orange helmets. That's for sure.
They won't, but we will be so back. Bears by a gazillion.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
buddy.
We're
We
so
are.
back.
This game will be the biggest blowout of the week. Cowboys Cardinals.
Oh,
Give me a
God.
break. Give me the Cardinals.
Give me Josh No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
Yeah,
give
I'm
me the
taking-
Cowboys.
Unfortunately, if they're
Taking
playing Amari DeMercado more than Greg
boys.
Dortch, the Cardinals will never win another football game ever again. So Cowboys by a
Give me
trillion.
them boys. All right, Steelers Raiders. Taking the Steelers. A defense versus Jimmy G. Yes, please.
I'm taking the Raiders because I don't trust Kenny Pickett at all.
Give me the Steelers for the same reason Jake said.
Fair.
Steelers defense.
Basically,
go burr.
The thing is, Patrick Peterson versus Devontae Adams gonna be problem. Pat Pete,
Fair.
dude, every player the Vikings moved on from, even actually including Dalvin Tomlinson, watching that game last night, he's getting like 10 snaps a game. Dude's not on the field. Which maybe says more about the Browns defense than Dalvin Tomlinson himself. But like, every player the Vikings let go of are not playing good.
This is a really unfortunate Sunday Night Football matchup, but Eagles Bucks.
That's Monday night. Sunday night is Steelers Raiders. We got 2 Monday night
Two
games
Monday night
every
games
week.
Again? Oh.
I think that's all season,
Okay. Okay. Well, Eagles.
or at least early.
I'm taking. Oh, I want it so
Dude,
bad.
I'm taking the Bucks, dude. I'm taking the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna let Mike Evans legally assault corners, then the Bucks are never gonna lose again.
Well, and
I'm still taking the
here's
Eagles.
the other thing, dude. The Eagles won because they were great against the run. They didn't look good in the pass. You're not running on Tampa that way. DeAndre Swift is not eating Villa Vea. It's going to go the other way.
Yeah,
And
I'm still taking the Eagles.
If James Bradbury doesn't play, Godwin or Evans against Job is going to be war crimes.
Like I said, they're letting Mike Evans get away with playing like Mike Tyson, so.
I know. Trust me. So yeah, give me the Bucks. I'm taking the upset.
Still taking Philly.
Rams Bengals. Final game to pick before we wrap the show. Wanted to do it.
I'm taking the
so
Rams,
badly,
dude.
But
It's what I got.
I feel like this is the bounce back game, so I am going to go the Bengals. I feel like this is the one.
Oh my God, Bengals
I am
good
gonna
win
go the
game.
Bengals.
Puka Nakua.
Puka Nakua.
Oh, what'll it be, Miller?
Bro's
You're
gonna
breaking
roll the
tie here.
dice. Let's go.
We're gonna say DC of 15 for the Rams.
Roll the dice.
That's a nat 20.
Ha! Rams.
Be the Rams.
Let's go.
All right.
Me and Miller really trying to move ahead of Jake in the standings. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Actually, can we talk about those standings?
Yeah,
Bro's ahead by one game.
I did realize that we didn't talk about the fantasy league or the standings, so that's how we're at
We
the
have
show.
15
actually,
minutes. We're good.
our current standings: Miller is in first place at 20-12 on the year. We all had a bounce back week. We all had a bounce back week. It's a one game all across the board. Geek's at 19-13. I'm at 18-14. This is going to be a close race all the way, I anticipate.
I just gotta say it. Miller, you were right. I shouldn't have picked the Browns, bro. Dude, I was betting on the defense, but had I just picked the Steelers, we'd be tied.
So.
And that's not fair. That's not true. That's not
I'm just saying,
true.
if you're betting on the defense, you're also expecting Watson to be competent, at least.
Well, I expected him not to be literally trying to assault people on the field.
Yeah, can we talk about
What
for a
the
second how
fuck?
dirty Watson played?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, bad.
2 face mask calls of bullshit, grabbing the ref that is having nothing done about it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought if you touched a ref aggressively, you get thrown out of the game
You're
immediately
supposed to.
and fined. But no, apparently you
it's
didn't
just
have
if you touch a
malicious
ref.
intent.
Remember
Yeah,
the
but
one
I mean-
Bears idiot got the flag for looking at a ref.
Well, but I'm saying getting tossed.
Right.
Yeah, but Watson, because he didn't have malicious intent, is getting nothing. Like, come on, dude. How long is the NFL going to give this dude a slap on the wrist for breaking every rule?
Until he plays good. So forever.
It's ridiculous.
Because he's bad.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I was really betting on Nick Chubb and the defense. Yeah, unfortunate.
Oh yeah, this tweet's doing
Jake's
numbers.
not talking. His mouth's moving, no noise.
And then to the fantasy league.
Oh, yes.
Hammy, you're still in first place. He's 2-0.
Boo.
I am the highest out of us three currently in fourth place because I have the second most points allowed in the league. But I am not 2-0. And we have a little bit of a change between these two bozos because Geek is now officially ahead of Miller.
Let's go.
In the standings. They are both 1-1.
Miller, I bullied your boy, and I'm sorry.
And let me just say, the only 0-2 people are Jarrett, Grayson, and Mason. So if you are one of those three names, you are 0-2.
Yeah,
and
I
you
bullied
need to turn
Jay
the camera
Rice.
quickly. So
160 to 98.
So rude.
It's his own fault he didn't set his lineup. He had Rodgers starting. That's his own fault. You get what you deserve.
True.
Also, Puka Nakua go burr.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I believe that is all we have for you guys. We want to thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of the Run the North podcast and for all the support you guys have been giving us throughout this entire journey. We hope that you guys will stick around with us, and while you're at it, do everything you can to help grow the podcast. Like and subscribe over on YouTube. Go follow us on our other socials, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff at Run the North Pod everywhere. Just a rate and review on Spotify. We will see you next week.
Bye.